Get ready for another exciting episode of Living Well Together.
Big life in a small town.
We got friends.
We do. New friends. New friends that are like that, what do they call that? 6 degrees of separation?
Yes.
Yes, but you guys are like only 1 degree of separation.
And now we're practically kitchen table friends.
And now we are kitchen table friends. So welcome to our kitchen table, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, so fun. So do you
Should
want...
we tell them their names?
Yes, go right ahead.
I thought you were going to do that.
Well, actually, I usually like you to. This is...
Cam Hill.
And this is...
Lainey Lucas.
Ta-da!
Yeah. And you guys are the owners of...
Death Grip Donuts.
Death Grip Donuts.
And you've seen this truck.
Yeah.
Is it a truck or a trailer?
Trailer.
It's a trailer. Because we saw you guys out at the mall.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
we got to try these donuts.
Yeah. But we had just eaten breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, including a big donut, actually.
Yeah, but not nearly as good as theirs because I had to bite off Caitlin's. Yeah, I know.
Now you're just rubbing my nose in it.
There's so many things I want to ask you guys, like how you come up with your donuts, and where you first decided that you wanted to be donut people.
We decided or you decided?
I think I kind of decided that.
So you guys sent me some notes,
I was gonna
and
say-
I was enthralled by your story.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just you woke up one day and decided you wanted to be a donut person.
Right.
You really did a lot of background and your own research and development and all
sure.
that. So tell us a little bit about the whole journey.
I started my career as a pipeline welder, about 13 years working for the gas company here in Dayton, across the Midwest. I've kind of traveled a lot. I've always had that inkling and enjoyment of sweets, and I always joked and said I was a donut connoisseur because I was always looking for like a shop somewhere, wherever we were working or wherever I was traveling. I kind of would just stop at that mom and pops or something wild just to try it. So I've always had that enjoyment for, fried dough.
That's not a good marketing strategy. Let's not call it just,
I love fried dough. But no, fried dough is okay. Like that, we eat fried dough.
donut sounds so much better.
I know.
Let's
Yeah.
stay with that.
Well, and theirs aren't just donuts either. I mean, they're masterpieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were already testing them in our community or wherever you were with your work.
Yeah, I was kind of like doing R&D for 13 years, and I didn't know that this was something I would ever do. Got a phone call from my mom. She lived down in Florida at the time. One of my favorite shops down in Bradenton was for sale. She said, "Hey, your favorite shop's for sale. Why don't you buy it?" And I'm like,
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
and I said, "Hey, Lainey had just moved up here from Florida, from Tampa." And I said, "Hey, you want to move back and buy a donut shop?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I can sell the house. I can sell everything. I think I can come up with like half of the payment.
Yeah.
And we'll just do it." And she said, you don't know how to run a business."
Wait a minute. Somebody's actually thinking this through? Hold on. Pump
Right.
the brakes. First of all, how'd you kids meet?
In Florida.
If I'm in Florida,
In
and
Florida,
you're in...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on a dating app.
On a dating, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so you were long distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a year.
Quite a bit, yeah.
A year.
Okay.
And I was still working full time up here as a welder, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You got to come here."
Yeah. What was your first
You said
date?
yes?
I said yes. I know.
Do you have the same love of fried dough?
No. Not in the slightest bit.
You're going to be all right, bro. You're going to be all right.
What was your first date?
flew down.
I flew down and spent the weekend with her and her dog, and kind of ventured around Tampa and ate a bunch of good food. She made me dinner, and we just kind of,
Was there anything about his profile on the dating app that you found to be not completely truthful when you met him face to face?
I was a lot prettier.
Pretty much.
In person. Prettier in person,
I was
right?
about to say not truthful, but unappealing, which was you live in Ohio. Here we are.
Ouch.
Yeah. And now you live in Ohio.
And now I live in Ohio.
But that's love for you, right?
Yeah, it was something where he came down and we kind of hit it off, and we're like, okay, let's just see where this goes. And then it got to the point where it's like, okay, one of us has to make the move. I at the time, we'll still do. I work remote, so
Okay.
it was just kind of
you have more
easy.
flexibility.
Yeah.
Same question though. Anything you saw on her app that wasn't completely up and up, and it's like, or was it actually better maybe than you expected? The app thing's got to be a challenge.
Yeah. No, I would say she's a lot more talkative once you get her open. But like when I met her, she was just didn't have a whole lot to say, and I'm like, come on, let's warm up. And then now she's just always has the ideas and stuff.
So it's working out.
Oh,
When
absolutely.
did you guys meet? What year?
2021.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this is a pandemic marriage.
Oh, they're not
Just
married
out
yet.
of it.
Yeah.
Not married yet. Just out of it, right? We met in fall 2021.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
It's been so
I met his mom before I met him. And I was like, okay.
No, wait.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I was working a lot, and I was like, she had just moved to the Tampa area.
Okay.
My mom was having a bunch of friends down, and she was like, she knew I was talking to Lainey at the time, was like, hey, I have a bunch of girlfriends coming down. If you want to invite her, let her know that we'll be down here kind of doing some things. And I told Lainey, I was like, hey, here's this thing. If you want something to do, you're more than welcome. I'm not telling you to
You can
do
go
it.
hang out with
and
my
then
mom.
she's like, sure. And I'm like,
That's
oh my.
amazing. And so, I mean, I love that you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I love that your mom invited her.
For sure.
It's like your mom kind of had an inkling.
She's your wingman.
I think
You're
she
right.
sent me like a Facebook message and a request or something, so we
Yeah.
exchanged numbers. And I drove down there and spent the day with her, so that was really cool. Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Do you want to say hi, Mom?
Hi, Mom.
She was running interference for you, though. She was basically doing the first interview.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met his mom before I met
And
him,
her friends.
and her girlfriends. Yeah.
That's really, that's
Which
really
I don't
amazing.
know if they probably all know each other, right?
No.
Beth and your mom.
Oh, Beth knows my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
from being
yeah.
in the same.
Hi, Beth.
From growing up in the same area. Yeah. Washington Courthouse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait a minute,
amazing.
you're a courthouse guy?
I'm a courthouse guy.
Shut the front door. I'm a Chillicothe guy.
Okay. Yeah, we're right there.
Yeah.
We're going down there a lot.
I thought we had that hillbilly connection. I knew this was going to go all right.
And we can thank Beth for this interview. I mean,
sure.
Beth reached out and she's like, I have the perfect guest for your podcast. And you guys are. So this is
Yeah.
fantastic. And Caitlin. So
Right.
two
And we
two
love
special
focusing
people.
on local entrepreneurs. So
Yeah.
you guys fit right in. Plus, this whole cute dating app thing is pretty. That's just the icing on the
Can you imagine
donut.
if we had to do dating app things?
I would not be good at that.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't go
He
well.
loves technology a lot.
If
No,
there
no,
was
no,
an
no,
Amish
that's
dating
opposite.
app, I would
Yeah.
get on that.
That's the way we did it.
Yeah.
The Amish dating.
Yeah,
That's the way we did
Well,
it.
we're from way back in the 1900s, babe.
Right. Yeah, we got married in 1986. So it's been,
There was no
it's been a
internet.
minute. Yeah.
Carrier pigeons. We had
It's
carrier
nice to
pigeons.
not have internet.
Yeah.
Well, I know because I hear both sides, but we know
sure.
so many people that are together because of them. Like,
Yeah,
what are the
that's true.
chances? Except for your mom being down in Florida.
Yeah, I think post COVID's
What
kind
are
of
the-
been like the new way of doing things, and it's like a little bit safer. You kind of can feel people out and kind of see, do I want to take this to something? Do I want to meet this in person?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and not that you would be wasting time, but you're reserving time
Right.
by kind of
being
figuring
very
out the
intentional,
time.
more intentional.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you guys got together, and that was in 2021, and then Lainey, when did you move up?
Summer 2022.
Summer 2022.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how did it kind of unfold from there? You guys took a trip together, right?
Yeah, so we
the-
we travel a lot with
cross-country?
Lainey being out from California.
Yeah.
The whole donut thing kind of started happening, and like really considering it right before we flew out to California to see her family. And then she started taking me to her, like where she grew up, and hitting those spots. And I was like, there's just something different out here. And I just got really excited. I was like, we need to do it.
Wait a minute, there was something different about the donuts there?
Yeah, I don't know how to
Really?
explain it. It's hard to explain. The donut shops are just different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Are the donuts different?
Yeah.
or-
they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know how to. I mean, how would you explain it?
I
Because
would
you're the
say,
donut guy.
The way
Well, I think they're warm, crunchy on the outside,
Yeah.
and melt in your mouth soft inside.
Was that what you said?
yeah.
Dude, this is money.
Yes, because they embarked on a coast-to-coast donut odyssey.
In the heart of Beavercreek, Ohio, an unorthodox donut revolution began. I mean, this is good.
Yeah.
It's awesome, yeah. It's your brainchild, and it's not just a food truck. It's a testament to culinary creativity and a love story with donuts.
For sure.
I mean, I believe this, just only having met you for like 30 minutes now.
I love food. I'm a foodie. I love to cook.
Yep,
I like to
noticed that
bake.
you guys know.
Sweets really aren't my thing. So anytime you see something savory, that's kind of
you.
my ideal. Yeah.
Do you guys have savory donuts?
Absolutely.
We do. What was
Okay.
the first one we did? Oh, the jalapeno one.
Jalapeno popper.
We did a jalapeno.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. So was it a filled donut?
It was a cream cheese glaze with a torched jalapeno slice, bacon, and sea salt.
The hair on my arms just stood up.
And he was not about it until you tried it.
Yeah.
People ended up really enjoying it. So it was kind of like our summer cookout kind of deal.
Summer savory?
Yeah.
And then do you guys, well, I don't want to get too far ahead. I want to know more about your trip. I want to know more about the research that you did before.
It was really
you opened up.
stands, right?
Yeah, stands up in San Jose. I had never had anything like it. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is going on out here?
Magic
Like,
is going
and I
on.
haven't been out west, like into California much. And
Okay.
the one experience I have, I was like, I'm never coming back here. Just not my style. And I went back with her, kind of showed me, more of what it's about. And I'm like, the food scene. And I just started trying stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. And I couldn't explain it. And then I started looking into it. Her family kind of chimed in. I was like, well, it's different because of this. And I'm like, this makes sense. But it was just cool. It's just like a mom and pop shop, but the line's like down out through the door. I mean, and it's just, they make everything in
long.
front of you all day.
It's literally just a little counter. And so we would grow up and we would eat it.
Yeah.
And they come out hot. So I like to think of like the original Krispy Kreme. When they're really hot, they melt in your mouth. They're just different. I don't know how to explain it. We just all knew it. So when we went back home, I told him, I'm like, you got to try it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it is different.
And so that was kind of like your prototype then?
I think that was kind of like the
Donut bar, probably.
Yeah, we kind of hit up a bunch of stuff down in San Diego, and it's like we kind of get our profiles from all these other foods. Not even necessarily donuts, just kind of like these little, wherever we'll eat, we'll kind of like, it'll just spark something that we're like, oh, like what about a flavor combination like this? And it's kind of like, we just see what.
So this is not, we're not going to Dunkin'. This is not that.
We're not going to Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Not that we want to just Dunkin'.
We're going to
but
Death Grip Donuts.
Yeah. Well, or Death Grip Donuts can come to you.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because this is not a brick and mortar store.
No.
This is portable.
This is a mobile donut shop on
Shut the
wheels.
front door. So, and that
And you
also
put-
then
yeah.
lets you kind of use your skills because you put together a portable donut shop,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so
Welder, fixer, builder.
yeah, so we kind of embarked on that and decided, the
We were
brick and
home when we were
we were
negotiating.
negotiating to buy a food truck. And we kind of went away from the brick and mortar. 14 employees, 2 brick and mortars, and a food truck. We were like,
Wait a minute, that was your original model?
that was the original deal. We were
that
gonna
seems like, let's
buy
move back
the
to
shop
Florida.
in Florida.
And I said, no.
And I was like, well, how about a food truck? She's like,
Because
no.
you've never run a business.
Yeah. I was like, it's not that hard. It can't
How
be that
hard could it be? It's
Yeah.
just,
No,
Yeah.
it's
but
really hard.
it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
It's way harder than it looks.
So it would have been, you would have purchased 14 employees, 2 brick and mortar buildings, and a food truck.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh,
I'm
okay.
hearing the 5 gold
yeah.
rings.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to
Yeah.
be sandwiches.
And I said, whoa, hold on here.
So we settled for just, maybe we should just look into doing like a food truck.
Yeah.
So we bought one. We bought one. We bought it out of Florida. We bought the truck out of Florida.
Did it already have all the stuff on the inside, or was it just the trailer?
It was supposed to have everything. So a lot of hard lessons of buying things from people and making deals and getting burned and
Yeah.
That's why I ask about the dating app.
yeah,
The getting burned.
Not everything you see on the internet's true.
right.
And
So-
people are not always completely truthful.
There was not a lot of
Oh, no.
transparency and honesty,
Okay.
and it cost us a lot of money and a lot of time to kind of have to build this thing out. What we thought would happen in 3 to 4 months took 10.
Wow.
So
because you had so much more that you had to
just
do
so
on the
much
inside.
more, to redo, fix, upgrade.
And is it a truck that you purchased, or is it a pull behind?
It's a pull behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How long? How big is it?
20 feet.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So you can make that kind of magic in just 20 feet.
Yeah.
just 20 feet, you can make that
Like,
much
what's
magic.
the square foot in there?
I don't even know, but
Yeah.
it is tight.
Tiny,
I mean,
yeah.
from when we're
Probably
at Big
8 feet,
Fest,
10 feet wide.
8 feet wide, 11 feet tall.
Yeah.
When we're at these festivals, we have 5, 6 people inside and 2 to 3 people
Oh my
outside.
gosh,
So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
tight
But
quarters.
you were talking about Stan's line, and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the lines for people waiting on you guys at
Yeah.
Donuts.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's a
still-
rival to Stan's.
It's still just like something that doesn't seem real. It's like a pinch me moment. You look out and you're like,
Wow.
wow, like why is everyone here? And it's just like you're starstruck still. You still get that, like those butterflies. You're like, they're here for us. Like, and it's so
humbling, for
amazing.
sure.
Yeah, it's humbling. You're just like the support, and
Yeah.
people are that excited for a product that like you're literally inside here with your team,
Yeah.
creating, and just there for 8 to 10 hours, and just you don't really get to see the experience, but they're there for it.
Yeah.
I love that. How many donuts do people normally get when they get to your window? Like, are they ordering just one or dozen?
What's
Or
the first
like the
customer
average?
only? What does the first customer
So
always do?
we don't sell just a singular donut. We sell everything in packs because they're not
good.
a full size donut, but they're not a mini. We call them a 3-biter. So we kind of give
3-biter.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
give
awesome.
everybody that. Our model is so everyone can have a taste. You don't want to just try one. There's just no way you cannot just eat one of these things. Usually,
Good idea.
We'll, right as we'll open anywhere we go, that first customer is always there early. 20 to 30 minutes. They're there
Is
waiting.
it the same person?
Sometimes, yes. And they'll say,
They track
and
you
it's
down.
always that first order, and it'll throw us for a loop, and it's coming. They'll say, we'll take 2 dozen. And we're like, okay,
Almost
here we go.
Every time, and so it's
Dang
like,
it, Steve.
So they
you do this every
they,
time.
They wipe you out from the beginning.
well, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we're just going straight into it because
Yeah.
I still get nervous right before we open
Yeah.
up. I get
it's
the
a production.
jitters.
It's like a Broadway show.
For sure.
So when he opens up the window, I'm like, okay, how long is the line? It just gets
there's-
to me, and then
there's sometimes
boom,
90,
we just
90
go.
people. We've had people,
90 people for
90
donuts.
people, 30, 40 minutes before we even open the window, and you open it, and you're like,
It's pretty wild.
and for 3-4 straight hours in the morning, you're just like,
Rocking and
here we
rolling.
go.
Yeah.
And so nothing's pre-done.
We'll fry on site, so I'll get up extra early, usually in the morning, 3-4
Okay.
hours, or sometimes just depending on what the quantity is.
Sure.
So I'm usually out before everyone's awake, and
Yeah.
I'll be in there and I'll fry everything up, and then we will. The rest of the team will come in and kind of finish. So basically, it's a production like you would see like at a normal bakery.
Okay.
And a lot of stuff is like top to order, so you're putting all our fancy stuff, from a whole cannoli to.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Just so
Yeah.
people understand, these are not just simple glazed
Yeah,
donuts.
no.
So maybe two different ones. Maybe like one of your other savory
Top
ones,
sellers.
and
your
top
top
sellers.
sellers.
That's
I
always
saw
so
your
hard because we
breakdown.
make a game of it almost, and we say, hey, what does everyone think
Yeah.
is the most popular one today? And it's
It
always
rotates.
changing. It's always
But we
changing.
have a menu of upwards of 24 different flavors at a time. So
Holy moly.
you're kind of rotating through, and
Anybody
yeah.
else doing this in the Miami Valley?
Not that I don't
like,
know
you
of
got no
anyone,
competition?
I don't know of anyone doing this anywhere.
So
We're
it's
kind of.
I think that was one of the challenges too. Is like it's new, right? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of education in the very beginning of hey, you can't order just one, and here's why we have. Why would you? We have at the time I think we started with maybe 15, and our menu's just substantially grown. But I think the lowest, most simple donut we have is glaze. It's the salty.
Yeah, all of our names have like fun puns. If
So-
you haven't looked, so
I have looked.
Yeah, so-
and I'm trying to remember what
salty
they were.
like your ex. So that's probably our most basic, which is a regular glaze caramel with sea salt.
Yeah.
And then did you have one about your grandmother's
Breakfast at Mama's.
breakfast
Yeah.
at Mama's?
That was like
Is
a
that
dear
like a
one.
maple?
Maple,
Yeah.
Okay.
powdered sugar, and cinnamon.
French toast. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is that a popular one too? I think when
Oh,
I was
yeah,
looking
for
at
sure.
online,
Yeah.
it looked like that might have been a top seller that day.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Okay.
one of our staples.
Yeah, we have like a staple menu, and then we also have like a
Mm.
rotating.
Seasonal. So we'll put fresh fruit. Those are kind of like a lot of fun things. We have creativity with our team. likes to try new things. So
Yeah.
that's always fun to implement. And we do R&D days and we do full on photo shoots. So we put a lot into just the look and feel of it. But you eat with your eyes before you actually eat.
yeah.
So it was a big deal for us.
They really are masterpieces. Like when you look at them, you have to check out their
We'll
Facebook
put some pics in
Instagram.
we'll get.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a website too?
Working on
Okay,
it.
well, it's not. I mean, in this day and age, Facebook works as a website for so many
Our
people,
socials are all over. Yeah.
especially with a moving truck.
Everyone's
right?
always trying to figure out where we're going to be next.
That's my next
say
question.
that's how do people determine?
How do
they
they find
find
you?
out?
So we usually create a like an event page on Facebook.
Okay.
Or we're always promoting like 5 to 7 days out, even sometimes a couple weeks, depending on like what we have going on. It's like, hey, we're going to be here. Come see us.
Yeah.
Or and then we also, we just recently launched our own app. So we have an app.
So
now.
people can find you on the app?
So people can download our app, Death Grip Donuts, on iOS and Android. And then, so our schedule will be on there. It'll notify you if you're like in that area.
Get in your app.
So I'm kind of curious about, not the business of it, but like how do you get permission? Like I want to be at McLeod Park on Saturday afternoon. How do you get permission to park it and
That's a great
sell?
question.
It's a great question. So, you're if you're setting up on like the private residency, you're obviously asking whoever owns that property.
Sure. Right.
Whether that's, payment, I've traded for donuts.
What's in it for me? Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always a what's in it for me
Yeah,
thing. I
there's
would
always
think.
or it's a lot of these businesses that we've worked with, it's kind of like I'm going to promote your business with my business.
Yeah.
So let me come out, let me set up by your business. Let me get
You realize you're going to be in
this
this parking lot sometime soon.
right. Yeah.
You are.
I'm like, wait a minute, we have.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Well, and
I
a
hope
lot of
so.
it, too,
Yeah, I would
is,
love that.
We get invited out by local businesses, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, sometimes the overall landlord or the property management company is like, "Hey, wait a minute, we can't have you here." So
Yeah. We've been kicked out of several
we
spots.
learn a lot too.
Dang.
So yeah.
What about catering jobs? Like if somebody wanted to have you come to a wedding,
Yeah,
or we
we've
did
done-
donuts at Grace and Grant's.
Yeah.
1 and 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've got a couple on the books this year.
Yeah.
We've done several last year. It's kind of a big thing. People are kind of going away from the traditional cake and going to more of this fun
Yeah,
stuff.
so fun.
So
you could name donuts after
and we
the
do,
couple.
we do
custom-
we do
Yeah.
custom
So
his and
fun.
Yeah.
we do a lot of custom his and her flavors.
Yes.
Kind of work that profile out with them. But yeah, so they'll reach out to us, email, Facebook, and we kind of get on a call, see what they
Oh my gosh, you
overall what they want, how can we make their day even sweeter. I've been held out.
You couldn't wait to use that
I
line.
can't believe you even used to be a welder.
Are you still a welder? I did wonder that. If you guys have, if this is your full time thing, or if you're
is
still
my
doing
full-time
that's
thing.
It is
I'm a welder at
1
heart.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 year.
Yeah.
And that's a skill you can always go back to if you choose.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
Graham's a welder too. Used to be. Yeah.
I can always go back to it if you
too.
choose.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's something like if you need to fix something, you can do
Right,
it.
exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Lainey, same with you. Are you full time
Yeah, she's a
donut
welder,
girl?
too.
She's a
I knew you were gonna say
You would
that.
be
You can tell by the
adorable in
forearms.
those masks. What are they called?
Look at his biceps.
No, I do marketing.
Okay, marketing.
Yeah.
Oh, so you market for
Yeah.
him, but other people too?
Yep. Yeah. So I have my own clients. I worked with an agency for a really long time.
Okay.
COVID kind of,
Yeah.
I used to live down in Miami. So that kind of allowed me to be remote and travel, go see my family back home in California a lot.
And me.
And then
And you. And when the time came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a date set for your wedding?
No, I actually was looking last night. I'm like, we need to plan this. We were initially December in California.
With my
Of this
Now
year?
Yeah, we were gonna do it right before a family cruise, and now it's like I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out there. So now it's like we need to get Plan B rolling. So
Why don't you just go down to the courthouse and get it handled?
I know.
what I said,
That's what
yeah.
we said, and I think
And then you can have a party whenever it's convenient
A
for
donut
everybody.
party,
yeah.
Or not.
but have somebody else cook the donuts.
yeah, exactly.
You don't want to work
Well-
your own wedding.
I know. Yeah. No. He wouldn't have to. But it's like, why wouldn't they want their delicious donuts there?
I'm not sure Lainey's gonna eat those, but
Do you like cake better than donuts? You just
I
don't like
really-
any
I just
sweet-
like ice cream. I'll eat ice cream.
I love ice cream,
Yeah.
too.
So we're doing donut ice cream sandwiches, and I'll eat those.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yum. Wait a minute. How do you do those?
Oh, it's fun.
Are you selling those from the truck?
Oh, yeah.
Or were you selling those?
Yeah, it's been so hot this year,
yeah.
and I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
donuts sound really good, so let's try to still get out there somehow. And so we're doing donut ice cream sandwiches. So we can do what we normally sell as just a donut. We're Cam's experimenting and making ice cream. And
You're making ice cream too?
Oh, yeah. I do. I like to just throw stuff together.
Oh
Hope
my
it sticks.
yeah, try to figure it out and be as creative as possible.
So tell me what kind of ice cream flavors you're working on.
I think we did. What did we do? We've done Oreo, just some basic
To
sprinkle
test it out,
stuff.
but
Nothing
it's
too
maple
crazy.
bacon.
Yeah.
Well, you need to like master the base, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we get like a vanilla base. I haven't.
Okay.
Now, if it was up to me, I would have bought an ice cream machine already and already started making it like from
So it's a
scratch.
lot of reeling him in,
I
like,
gotta,
hold on here.
I have way too many ideas. And
You're a
Not
visionary.
enough space and not enough time. But my next adventure will be an ice cream shop. No, just kidding. I've been telling her that for a while.
Yeah, they could be side by side. Like if you guys decide, I mean, that would be kind of an easy.
There's nothing easy about it. Don't get him in trouble and you leave her alone.
I know. But I do understand. You know, you have the dreams, and then it's like, okay, it's not time yet. This is a line that I use a lot.
Yeah.
It's not time yet.
Yeah.
Because I'll be the one who's saying, let's do this crazy thing. And she'll be like, yes, well, eventually, but not yet.
I never say even eventually. It's like it's just not time yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah. It's not time.
I'm like, how can I make this
That'd
happen?
be daily.
If I do it, I'm all in, and then
Yes.
it just takes over. So
Sure.
Yeah. No, it is.
Not
And then
time
you
yet.
have to decide. You have to
reality
decide. You only have so much time in the day.
Yeah.
yeah.
So like something else has to drop off before you can always add something else in, unless you have a team that can help you.
Yeah.
And that comes eventually. Like
Right.
there's-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lot of lessons.
Yeah.
In just being an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
you learn a lot
Right.
about yourself. And
Well,
Any business books you've read or anything you can say, you know what, this was super helpful for me information-wise as far as being an entrepreneur?
You know, we do a lot of reading, and you would be surprised how much help there is like in these Facebook groups.
oh yeah.
So many like communities, you know, people that you can reach out to. I'm actually in a food truck like mentor group. And I ask questions with them. I have one
That's
guy that I
amazing.
kind of lean on a little bit to ask him questions. You know, what are you dealing with? What are you struggling with? You know, obviously we have different concepts, but it's still, you know, easy to kind of be like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
We've asked a lot of people different questions.
Sure.
Books. You know, I have a lot of books that I still need to read.
Yeah.
Are you
Did you?
I'm reading the 4 Agreements right now.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Don Miguel Ruiz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you do Audible?
No, I'm just
You
like
wanna read it.
sitting there and
Yeah.
30 minutes, you know, a night trying to get back into a rhythm, start doing that a little bit more.
Word.
It doesn't
that's a
seem
great
like
book.
you guys have any trouble getting customers, though, right? So that's not where the struggle is. So I know that you had mentioned in your notes that you would love to be able to inspire at least one person not to give up. So was there a time where you felt like you were going to give up? You want to go there?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-doubt's a big deal.
It's hard.
But here's what's happening. You're making it real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
are.
I get choked up. It's hard to talk about
I know.
sometimes.
I understand that. But, you know,
Yeah.
people think it's easy, and you guys
Yeah.
are making it look easy. And so talking about some of those struggles, whether
Yeah.
it's financially, time, energy, you know,
Yeah.
your relationship and how that's changing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'd love it if you would share a little bit if you can, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, what do we say? Like, opening up a business will literally expose all your weaknesses as who you are.
brings it all to
It brings
surface.
everything to surface, everything that you're bad at, everything, you know, all the issues in your life, like relationship, you know, personally, friendships. Like, I mean, you feel so exposed to the world. And it's like, we always say, like, when we're out there, like, we think people can just see all these terrible things happening behind the scenes, and like, but we're in reality, it's just we're in our heads. Like, everyone knows, like, you know, we just don't have this figured out, and they know. But like, we're just so, I think we're so hard on ourselves to almost try to be perfect.
Yeah.
And, you know, deliver, you know, whether that's, you know, relationship wise or just for these customers, like, you're just trying to be perfect and do the best you can. And, you know, you're still like, it's not good enough. It's never going to be good enough.
In your mind, it's not good enough because obviously the people out there think it's pretty perfect.
If 90 people are waiting in line before you get the wagon open, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a humbling part. You're just like, I don't know what we did to feel like we deserve that support, but it's something that we don't ever
Take for granted.
Yeah, it's still like it leaves us speechless sometimes, and it's really cool to feel that those are the times where it really makes it worth it, because all the work just to get that door open, it's a lot. You're wearing so many different hats and ones you've never put on before, and you're learning as you go, and then you're trying to teach a team as you don't know what you're doing. So it's a lot of challenges, but honestly, like, the community's been so amazing, and they've offered so much grace to us when we do make a mistake. And I think a big part of it is just seeing, like, we're literally just trying. We're just two normal people just trying to see if this thing will take off.
I think people want you to win, though.
Yeah.
That's why they're lining up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
We have a ton
It's like they're in your
of-
court.
Yeah.
They're your
Absolutely.
cheerleaders. Every
It's
time
really
they
cool.
hand over a $1 bill, you know, it's
Yeah.
like their way of showing
They're voting with
you're
their
doing
coins.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's awesome. I mean, we have a lot of staff at the truck at once to allow us to, like, make a connection with our customers. We've always said we never want it to be transactional by any means.
Yeah.
We want to know your name. We want to, ask how you found us, and what your favorite donut is, what brought you in. Like, all those things matter to us. And a lot of times they'll come up and they'll say hi to us by name and all these things. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that. You guys have a ton of followers. 26,000? Is that right? On Facebook?
16 on Facebook, and 3,000 or 4,000 on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite
so
a bit.
people.
Quite a bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a ton. And that is a way for people to feel connected to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
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 You know, maybe from your perspective, it's, you're kind of trying really hard, but they are connected to you because they see your daily, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go there, okay?
Okay.
And you just recently did a video of what, I'm going to go there, of what happened to your trailer just recently. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we were actually at a food truck expo out in Vegas. Been struggling, to bring that fire back. So
Yeah.
really excited when we got back. We were like, okay, we got a lot of work to do, coming back to the staff, and just like excited. Like, I'm like, all right, it's, here we are. I'm back, baby.
It's been a little rough.
It's been rough, yeah. I mean, this has been a lot of learning this year. It's my first time. It's my first full season being full time. I mean, this is my livelihood now on the line. And
Yeah.
He went full time a year ago. So
2024?
August
August
will mark 1 year. So
So
coming up on that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
We're really
Can be
excited.
very real.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's day in and day out, and it doesn't feel like it gets any easier.
Especially with something that's so seasonal and you're on the road. And so if it's too hot, people really aren't out. So you feel those effects
Sure.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a linear thing for you guys. You're
Exactly.
seeing a
Ebbs
lot.
and flows.
Yeah.
Are you on the road every day?
No, I think that's what's fun about us. It's like this cat and mouse game I like to play. I mean, I know a lot of people would like to see us out there every day, but there's a lot of things that people just don't see behind the scenes.
For sure.
How much prep there is, how hard it really is to kind of get this thing, Being mobile is difficult, especially doing the production that we do with some of the high volume. And by the days that I'm not running, I'm prepping to get ready for that day. So, 3, 4, 5 days a week sometimes, usually a day in between each event if we can.
Yeah.
But, when the season's hot, we're out
grinding.
a lot. Yeah,
Do you guys try to close during the winter time then? Being in Ohio? Or are you going to go south?
Last year.
Okay.
It was rough. It was hard.
Yeah.
Like it got really, really, that's probably where it started. Like being like,
Winter?
oh no, this is not good. Like it was a rough winter. Trying to be out there in 20-degree weather and trying to figure out how to get dough to rise, and
Oh, gosh.
it's just hard to keep being mobile like that. It's and people try to not convince them to get out, but like how can I help get them the product that they want and make it easy for them so they don't have to be cold and
As
stuff like
convenient
that.
as
Yeah,
possible.
conveniency.
So like them standing in the cold waiting on the donuts.
Right.
Got it. Could you go south during the winter?
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
Definitely something.
That would
Definitely
be
what
great.
we've looked into. especially with like growth and, you know, wanting to like expand and stuff. So definitely with the winter.
I say we hire a TV crew,
Yeah.
Follow them around for a while.
coast to coast donut tour.
If
We
it
get
was
the
that
southern
easy,
half of the country
we
and
would
the-
do. I would be the wandering donut man. You would see me.
We might have to change the name to Gypsy Donuts.
Fine.
But tell us how you landed on Death Grip.
Oh yeah, I have got to
I
know
gotta-
this.
I gotta hear this
because
story.
Caitlin and I talked about this a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So at the time I was driving, I was still working. It was like 7:00 in the morning. The original concept was just one of her buddies in California. I told him the name of it, my concept, and he was like, "Dude, go back to the drawing board. That's terrible. That is
For
terrible."
Death Grip Donuts.
But prior to, I was gonna name it Bubba Boy Donuts after one of our dogs, and like have this little guy, and I wanted to wrap the trailer like a porta potty, and like
Oh my God.
Imagine. Could you
I mean, it's a true definition of like trying to, you know.
imagine
So,
getting these beautiful donuts out of this like
porta
porta
potty.
potty wrapped trailer?
So I had this.
Like,
So
oh my
he's
God.
like, dude,
So
you're
he's like,
listening.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he's like, do you want to like leave this, you know, where you live, or do you want to hopefully ever
Yeah.
grow this and expand across the country, or
Yeah.
you know, whatever you do with it? I was like, I'd like to do that, and he goes, then you know, try again.
Yeah.
So I think a couple of days later, and I was mad. I was so mad.
Were you mad at him
I was
for
so
being
mad.
honest?
'Cause you were
Okay. Did you
Nick
ask?
Bets, if you're seeing this, I was very angry at you.
And he will.
But you know what? Good for you to opening up
Yeah.
to his feedback because
For
he
sure.
wasn't trying to
No, he
dash
wasn't
your
trying to hurt
dreams.
feelings.
Yeah.
He was just, you know, he's one of those guys that just is very blunt and
Yeah.
very honest, very upfront. So
You
I
need
was
friends like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And he said, try again. I was driving to work. We're all caffeinated up all the time in the morning. So we're drinking that Death Wish coffee that's like super potent.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I ride Harleys, I like the skulls and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff. And I'm like, Death Grip Donuts. And I texted her. She's like, that's it. And I was like, Just
So
really
the
excited.
marketing lady said yes.
Yeah. So she said yes. And she kind of started saying it needs to look like this. It needs to do this.
Yeah.
And kind of we started running with it.
Yeah. And did your friend agree that it was okay then?
We didn't ask him anymore.
I can't remember we reached out to him, but I think I kind of knew at that point, you know, it was going to be, you know, thumbs up.
That's really
Very
funny.
happy about
Yeah.
that.
What is the average number of donuts that you sell a day when you're out?
A day. We did Sugar Maple Festival in Bellbrook in April.
Okay.
We sold in, what was it, 2.5 days? 4,002.
Shut the front door.
4,002 in
crazy.
2.5 days.
Out of a 20 by 8 by 11 trailer.
It's like
Nonstop.
400 pounds of donut mix.
400.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of
It's
stuff.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, logistically, I just like I can't fathom it because you can't have all of those ingredients in the truck with
You're
you.
just bringing more and more in
You
every
just
day.
had to just keep
Keep
refilling.
bringing it,
Yeah.
So did you have them in another truck, just slightly off property?
We usually we bring like another setup and kind of
Okay.
have our product tucked away and
Yeah.
as
But
needed.
see, that's all the business behind the scenes stuff.
Right, that
What
people don't
everybody
get,
knows
yeah.
is they get this probably little plate with 3 fabulous little chunks of your artwork that taste really good. They don't know what's going on in the trailer or behind the scenes or
Yeah.
the days before that. Systems. Like, could you hand a new employee a book that says, here's how we do all this stuff?
Like a playbook?
It's all written down.
That is something I'm currently working
Yeah.
on because we're still,
AI will take care of the whole thing in
so we
5
have
seconds.
a lot of it set up and it's kind
Yeah.
of tweaking it as we've kind of changed some things, kind of going back on it, you know, getting into busy season. You really I really should do that, but
Yeah.
and then I'm so in the mix of like literally doing
Sure.
the work,
Yeah.
and then Lainey kind of comes in and runs a different part of the business inside the trailer with the girls, and I kind of do the cooking of the donuts. So it's like being able to step away, say, hey, here's the playbook, or here's how you do this, so I can free myself up,
Right.
Yep.
and then I can kind of be able to free her up so we can both go start doing other
Because
things
it's
to
all
grow.
those little
For sure.
crazy scattered details. Like, do
Yeah.
we have enough napkins?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Who
it's
orders
your
the
job.
napkins?
Yes. So here's this person, here's that person. So yeah, just a playbook that would take all that other scatterbrain
Yeah.
stuff out of your brain so you can focus on the creative.
And
energy.
especially like working with limited space and storage, you making sure you have what you need
Yeah.
on hand, because if you don't, then you have to take it off your menu, and then
Right.
that affects your sales.
Have you
So-
thought about brick and mortar? Have you thought about setting up a shop?
Or a franchise.
There's a lot of people that ask
Well, because it would eliminate some of
I think logistically, we've always said that like a brick and mortar would probably be easier on us.
That's what you were telling me.
I mean,
Oh, then it's open in the winter and it's climate controlled.
yeah, I think it's just like the ability to be on wheels to take it to, you know, those 20,000 people on a Saturday or and Sunday.
And
you can
secure that
still
much traffic.
operate it out.
For
You can
sure.
still do the festivals.
Just
and
the
all the fun
overhead is
stuff.
kind of crazy with
yeah.
commercial rent and the requirements. And I think, you know, if the perfect storm happened, I think we would kind of, you know, look into it a little bit more. But I mean, we really do enjoy being mobile to where we could take
That's
this
what
thing
you
anywhere.
said.
And we just,
You
I mean,
like being a mystery to people.
I love being like secretive and,
Yeah,
kind of
and I think it's a great marketing
Yeah.
strategy, actually. Like,
For sure.
where's Waldo?
yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. And it kind of, I think, allows us to, well, I mean, we're switching it up. It keeps the team on their toes. And it's just, it prevents you from being a little bit redundant and tedious. And so that's always enjoyable.
Yeah, that makes it more fun for you
I
guys.
think the
For
reach
sure.
and being able to have that reach to those people that really could probably never see us or know about us, like going into the Cincinnati market, the Columbus market,
Yep.
Yeah.
never have heard of us. They get us, and then they're really intrigued. It's like, oh well, if I'm through Dayton, I'm gonna pop in, and, you know, hit them.
And
Or
we've had people drive.
we've had people drive from Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. We've had Huntington, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Like
Passing
Tennessee.
through, from Tennessee
People
to
are like,
Michigan.
yeah, they come, you know, they'll drive 3, 4, 5, 6 hours on a Saturday just to try us
Is
because
wild.
they seen us on TikTok or they, you know, seen us in Ohio, the Ohio Foodie
You were in that
magazine.
magazine, yeah.
We were one of the top 10 food trucks to try last summer. So they had a big publicity.
Wow.
Nice.
So it was cool, big
Yeah.
write up. It was really neat.
That is so people came from that.
Yeah.
They wanted to find you.
Yeah.
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 It's really a lot of our photos and videos that we take the time. And I told him, I said, if we're going to do this, we need to allocate a budget to capture that content because it really
Yeah.
does make a huge difference, especially in food and beverage.
Right.
I would agree.
It's something, even from a marketing standpoint with my own clients, I'm like, it's a non-negotiable. You have to do it. It makes such a huge difference. And it's proven.
It's proven for us. We
Yeah.
don't, all of our growth is organic.
Yeah.
I think in the last 2 years, we've probably spent less than $600 in boosted ads.
gosh.
Everything is just, all that money is put
Yeah.
into videography, photography. We have a guy come in, you know, probably every quarter,
And he does a bunch of video for
does
you.
all of our stuff. Does
That's
all of our, we
awesome.
take an entire day, you know,
Yeah.
8 to 10 hours, sometimes multiple times.
Bring the staff in.
We bring the whole staff in.
Nice.
Make them famous.
So it's brilliant. It's all brilliant.
Yeah.
So right now, you guys are not producing donuts because you have a little bit of an overhaul that's going to happen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We,
Can you fill us in about what this process is going to look like and how soon we're going to be able to get those donuts?
Yeah, so you know, unfortunately, you know, we posted a video on last Monday. Our neighbor's tree decided to fall while we were at the expo. Came home to
Yeah.
a pretty mangled up trailer
Through the roof.
through the roof.
the roof.
Yeah.
A lot of the equipment is probably not salvageable due to heavy rain that took on through the roof. Chemicals are everywhere from the
yeah.
fire suppressor system. It's all dented and dinged. The wrap's it's just
Yeah.
frames likely tweaked a little bit. Yeah, so we're down for the count right
So
now.
this is just nature's way of saying we're going to start over,
yeah.
Better.
build back bigger.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think at first, I mean, obviously if you see the video, I'm pretty distraught and upset because
Yeah.
it's hard. It's literally our income right
Right.
now, you know,
We
and
had
our
just gotten
staff.
home.
And we
And you
just gotten home.
And you're
Just
all
home. Yeah.
pumped up,
Pumped
ready to
up,
go.
And the staff was just excited to get back and get at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to have them make that phone call to them first to say,
Yeah, and so when we did that video, it was really kind of the first time you even talked about it because we flew in and then we pulled into our driveway. I think it was like 1:30 in the morning. So we hadn't really
you
didn't see it all
I didn't even
in.
assess it because I
Yeah.
was like, I had my dad come out check it out, and he
Yeah.
was like, you're gonna have to see it when you get home. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we kind of just went to bed and woke up next morning. And I'm just like, man,
Wrecked.
Here
Yeah,
we
and
go.
then so the video is just kind of like
It's basically
really
like
the
a
first time he's talked
first
about
time I
it.
talked about it and really even just
Yeah.
looked at it. I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Yes. But you could, oh my gosh, when I listened to it, you could hear your heart and how important this is.
Yeah.
And not just for you guys, but for your team too. Yeah. You told me on Monday that that's your biggest concern is what's going to happen with my team.
Yeah. I think that's our big, like, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. You know, we're resourceful, you know.
We have a small but mighty team, and they
just like,
show up, and we just couldn't do it without them.
They've done a lot of hard things behind the scene. It's like,
and they were scheduled for a shift.
When the tree fell, I had an employee scheduled at that time to be inside.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he was scheduled to just prep and start getting things back, because that last week we had 4 events lined up. So we, had him come in and kind of start getting things back together. And luckily he went home,
had finished up and
he had a schedule. It was kind of like a loose schedule, but I had him move the clock to clock in. I just said, let me know.
Yeah.
And we have cameras in there, obviously, just to, while we're gone, if someone tries to steal something. But they went off. So I'm like, oh, cool, he's in there, I don't check him.
Oh, no. It was the tree?
It was the tree coming through the roof. Then our neighbor next door reached out. Our other neighbor reached out and was like,
who had just moved in. We hadn't met him yet.
They were like,
reach out to you guys
on social media. We were like, hey, there's a tree on your trailer, so I called across the street to get Cheryl. I was like, how bad is it really? I'm like, oh, cool, Branch, we'll be good. Too? Yeah. Oh, no. She's great. Hi,
Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
And she went over and took a picture, and I was like, oh, it's that tree.
Yeah. Is very, very.
It's a 110-foot black walnut.
So not a lightweight tree.
No.
Yeah. So from the video, really, you can see the front of it, but a lot of the damage was on the other side where it had come down, had basically caused the roof to cave in, and then rain started coming in all over the equipment. I mean,
all the fire extinguishers went off.
Yeah.
It hit,
and that's why you were concerned. That you can't use that equipment in there because it all needs to be completely stripped, right?
Professionally cleaned or
sanitized.
Really know the steps of that. I'm not a professional, so it's like one of those things. I'm not going to do anything with it until I know.
Have you seen any support from your food truck community or your people?
My phone, I think. We posted that video. Obviously, I went on Do Not Disturb for a while just because I'm like, I just need a minute. And the support just from everybody, the community reaching out. How can we help these guys? It's like, you have that community, but I don't think fully till something tragic. I don't even know if tragic, just something unfortunate that happens. And you're like, wow. Yeah. Here's the army. Here they are. Just said, what can you do? Hey, you can use my building. You can. Oh my God. Can I give you
my
this?
Food truck?
Can we start a GoFundMe? Yeah. Can we do all the? What can we do? And they're tagging other people to try to get involved, and you're just almost overwhelmed with I don't even know where to start with all this.
Yeah.
So kind of that's got to let you know though you're making more than donuts.
Yeah,
you're making a significant difference in the lives of people that you probably didn't realize.
Right.
Until there was some unfortunate.
And we've heard that we've been very blessed to have a lot of our friends and family help us out in the trailer in the first few months. Yeah, and they've always said this is like an experience, and I think we're just so in it. Sometimes we don't see it. Right. That even if you're not a customer, that you're parked up right next to us, they feel it too. And so it's just like, okay, we just got to keep doing what we're doing because it's making a difference in other people's business. For sure. And that's the connections that have come from that has just been really, really cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
So give us a timeline. How long before we can have donuts? Not to make it all about me, but you got me wanting some donuts.
As we don't even have an answer for that right now. Likely several months. Obviously we have a giant star that's we need to be open by this time. If we can be open by fall.
Is that what you're thinking?
October would be our preference. We're not the leader of this timeline right now. Yeah. So, but we love our.
You got to wade through insurance paperwork and
probably
claims
stuff
and
with the neighbor.
It just
back to God. They're not going to. Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Yeah, you're kind of just rolling with the punches, and just trying to figure it out. I think redoing. People have asked, well, can't you just grab something and start back up? And it's the startup costs for these food trucks are insane. Like people have no idea. Like they really are expensive, you know.
Even fire suppression, until you said that, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
But he's frying
if you've got a
hot
grease
dough.
fryer, you got to have fire
You wanna
suppression.
have
And
those-
everything inside of it is commercial grade, so you have to make sure that
Yeah,
that
this is not your
mobile kitchen.
Hamilton Beach
Mobile
toaster.
kitchen.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
You know who I was thinking about is Ryan Arnett.
Ooh,
Would he be a good connection to help them?
100%.
Yeah.
As far as finding people who can do what? Yeah, one of our other podcast guys, actually. It's always going to be 6 degrees of separation. And you're going to find somebody who
Yeah.
clickety clicks.
I mean, he does painting
Yeah.
of vehicles. He painted Terry's camper and his truck, and
Yeah, the community, our community will tap into your community.
sure.
That's why we do this, by the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
is to put your story in front of as many people as we can.
Yeah.
The good or the bad.
For
right?
sure.
At the end of the day, we want to be able to promote local entrepreneurs who are putting their hearts in businesses and money on the line. And how can we help you be successful is the name of this game.
Yeah.
So hopefully somebody out there is going to be like, I know a guy, or I know a gal, or I know a person who can.
when
And
you're ready to
it
go,
just
then
expands your reach, whether you need it or whether you don't. It could be a big help.
Yeah.
you
That's
just
our
never
head-
know.
that's our
You,
head.
you yourself said you never know who's listening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I think, like it's this opportunity where, it is unfortunate, it's sad. And, my first instinct when I heard it happen was like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm going to get home. I'm going to just, deal with insurance, deal with everything, consider it a loss, get back what I can kind of get out of this and just do something else.
Yeah.
But then,
And then somebody grabbed you by the hair and said, shut up,
she
suck
said,
it up,
"Are
let's
you
go to
gonna-"
work.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And she said,
Well,
well,
look,
what are you
because-
going to do? You're going to try something else that you're
Yeah.
not familiar with. You wanted to do this so bad.
Yeah.
Why are you going to quit this?
And you were
easy?
making it fly. So here's the thing. You can get new equipment. You can get a new trailer. You can get all the stuff. What you can't go replace is what you've already put into it. And this can't be taken away.
Yeah.
Your
Like the
parts.
tree didn't take away what made it happen. The tree just took away the garbage that was tucking around behind a truck. You can get new stuff.
Yep. And I think we can build it back in a different, there's a lot of things we learned, we didn't,
Yes.
we didn't know a lot when we did it. Obviously I built the trailer out and I set it up to where we thought it would be a great, flowing
Yeah, of
thing
course.
and now it's like what I know now.
Yes.
Okay. Let's take what we know now. And
Thank you.
Build it
A lot more
back,
experience.
build it back and have that opportunity to start fresh and of a new layout, new concept, a lot of moving parts that are just going to kind of be.
So should we have investors in your new venture? Should we create shares? I'm not even kidding. Like you've got this.
Then he has
Band
to
of-
answer to people. Sometimes that's not fun when you're an entrepreneur.
I'm just saying. There's
That's
more than
literally why he's like, well,
more than one way to
Because
skin
like
this cat.
then they have a stake in it and they get to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So you talked a lot about that self-doubt that you had initially. So what would you say to anybody listening or watching that's stuck in that place of self-doubt? How to get unstuck, how to move forward, how to go for their dream.
This is the stuff that chokes me up. I'd say you're not alone. I'm right there with you. And I think that's why I try to be so transparent. Even I think this is where it's all kind of started. Even my journey of trying to change who I am or how I've kind of said that this is who I am, deal with it, But I'm open and honest about my struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's you're not alone. You can do it. And I always say right now, I think I say what did I say the other night that I wake up every day and I'm I'm done just with everything. I'm I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Everything, just not even the business. I'm so tired. And it's well, I'm going to get through today and maybe I'll quit tomorrow, but I gotta keep going today. I just gotta keep going. One more day, just keep going. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Life's hard. It's not even just about the business. It's trying to, deal with the business, have a relationship, have friendships, try to deal with all these things that are just going on. And it's tiresome.
So your advice is take it one day at a time?
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just don't quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Yeah.
As much as you want to,
Yeah.
You want to quit.
So people can say, well, Cam's not quitting, so I'm not quitting either. Yeah. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
That's your next T-shirt.
That's your next t-shirt.
Cam said, "Don't quit."
You guys,
else you
this
want
was
these people?
amazing. Yeah. Anything else you want to share?
Anything else they need to know? Are we going to start a GoFundMe?
Will you let us know? Because we can.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
we'll
I mean,
pump that up in the
it's
future. if
been
that's
the
what-
lingering question. I think personally, or as you know, Lainey and I have discussed it. And, you know, it's not something that we want to go out and ask people. You know,
Sure.
it's tough times. People are struggling. you
But
know,
also
it's like-
sometimes people want
Yeah.
to know how to help.
I think if someone started one, that would be okay.
Yeah.
And know that like what that's going to do is take care of our employees first. I
Okay.
don't
Yes.
want them to struggle through this. We'll be fine. We'll struggle through this. We'll get through it. But I want to make sure they're taken care of for us.
Yeah.
Because they do way more than I'll ever do. They've been through the ringer with us. They work so hard and they deserve everything. Like they're great. Like we have the best crew right now.
love
They are
that.
awesome.
Well, it's obvious that you have the heart of a leader.
Sometimes I question that too, but
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for who's in my life right now and all the good that's I'm starting to notice the good again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. And embrace it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The negativity is definitely something that definitely tries to suck you down.
Yeah. You have to build
It's
a
heavy.
shield against it,
It's
don't
so
you?
heavy.
Like just let it bing off
Yeah.
you. Bing, bing,
That's why I'm
bing.
reading a book.
Good. Yeah, the 4 agreements. That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one, actually.
Yeah.
I got a couple others I'll share with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that.
Got some time on my hands.
I'd love to say I've never heard your story, but
Yeah.
I know your story. Yeah. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Do you
alone.
think it's
I'll
because
just tell you.
of coming from that area of the country?
You leave our hillbilliness out of this.
I mean, because that is. I mean,
Anything
that is
else?
something. No,
What-
right.
If
No,
people
wait.
are digging on this, what should they do, Lisa?
Like, subscribe, and follow, and definitely follow these guys because this is an amazing episode, and it's going to be a comeback story
Definitely.
that
Yeah, we
you're
will have
going to
you back.
love to see.
Yeah.
So thanks, everybody. See ya.
Next time.
Bye.
No, I always just assume that, like, yeah, you can put your trailer here, but it's going to cost you this.
Right.
Oh, and my cousin Vinny's going to swing by and talk to you a little bit. You got to,
Yeah, I mean, we that one event I said that had 90 people.
Yeah.
We were set up on North Fairfield at our insurance agent was like, hey, you can use my lot.
Yeah.
I have 5 or 6 parking shots that I'm given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come set up. We're like, all right, cool. Like it was February. We'd been closed for a month. So we're like Valentine's Day, and we do some
So sweet,
wild
yeah.
stuff. And we set up
Oh
there.
my gosh, it was crazy.
A brand new staff, and we opened that door, and I was like, "Oh no!" People were pulling in. People were pulling into the parking lot right there because they seen a huge line and they had FOMO and they didn't know what it was. And people were getting in line and be like, "I don't even know why I'm in line," but
Oh, my.
if it has this line, it's good.
We had like 55 pre-orders.
Oh.
70.
It was like 100. We sold 105 dozen donuts in like 4 hours.
right.
It's crazy.
But then we were like, "Hey,"
In a good way.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, you're no longer welcome here."
yeah.
That's what they
Who
said.
gave you permission? I'm like,
You didn't give any names.
I'm like, our
Right, you
insurance
should let us
agent.
know. Yeah.
I'm like, you should. He's like, yeah, you're good. And he was like, yeah, you can't. The guy was like, yeah, you can't do that. I'm like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Which they were cool. They were just like, yeah, you just don't come back.
Yeah.
But like all the other businesses,
They were mad because you were taking up their space?
there was no
Parking
parking
spaces.
spaces left
Right.
for the other businesses. I
Yeah.
mean, like it was
Yeah. Because
like
everybody was there.
Gotcha.
They were all
the
pulling
news
in.
drove by, the radio
Oh
was driving.
my
They're like,
goodness.
what's going on over here? I mean,
See,
it was
you
a hot
can't shut
commodity.
this down. You just got to
Yeah.
figure it out. You
Yeah.
can't just not do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't go out like this.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A tree.
People would
please.
be so sad.